Hi guys, welcome to our channel. This is Yvonne from Ginger Chick Rehab, and along with my husband Chris, we do thrifted find makeovers. So in today's video, we are transforming 3 items that we had just picked up. You just have to respect the metal on that handle of this ladder. It's already painted, it is already kind of used and abused, but oh my goodness, it is beautiful with that metal. And then look at, they had a mini me. They actually had another one with the metal. Oh my goodness, be still my heart, because I am super excited to share the process of making these 2 over with you. So were you wondering how I was going to save that metal accent on these? I thought about taping it off, but that just sounded like it was going to be a lot of work. So I got my bottle of Vaseline out with just a regular old paintbrush, and yep, that's what I'm doing. I am painting it on all the metal parts that I want to save. Because I am lucky enough to have a sprayer that I do not have to try to hand paint this ladder. So got all those parts covered up with the Vaseline, and now I'm just going to go ahead. I have it on one of our rolling carts. A great thing to find if you ever do come across one, to be able to put an object on something that you can roll in and out of an area, move it around. We're blessed to have a spray room. So my TrueCoat 360 handheld sprayer, oh, we are going to devour this ladder. On the mini me ladder, I'm going to do the exact same thing. Take that Vaseline and all those pieces and parts. I want to still see that metal. Just a note, I painted the mini me ladder just the same way as I painted the other taller ladder, flipping it over after the one side is dry, opening it up, seeing if there was any areas that the sprayer did not get. Now that it's completely dry into the next day, I'm taking a scraping tool and just scraping off where I want that metal to show back up. So this is going to get most of the paint off, and then I'll come back with a wet wipe. If there a little paint is left behind, that is perfectly imperfect the way I like it. That I have most of my paint chipped away, cleaned off, I'm going in and distressing those ladders. Yep, they are old wooden ladders. I love to even out that paint. I just did 1 coat of paint, and as you see, since I didn't show me cleaning and prepping because it was the cobwebs, you know, these were from a estate sale that they had built up a lot of dirt. Sometimes you just clean them before you even bring them into the workshop. So now I'm just making sure that everything's sanded smooth. I want some of that natural wood to pop through, but oh, don't you just love having that galvanized metal showing on this? So now that we have our ladder all pretty, so I'm going in with some IOD transfers, the traditional pots, to add a little bit of wording. I absolutely love popping these. I'm going to go with the black ones. The traditional pots have white, blue, and black, so you have 3 different color choices of what to use. But it's just a transfer, so you just cut out which one you want to use, you just attach it to where you want it to be, and then you just rub it up dub until it's transferred on. And as you start to lift off that top layer, the underneath will turn a gray, so you know when it has been released. So this is just one of those little workout projects, but it absolutely transforms these ladders into something else. I actually like to work my way all the way down at every one of the steps, anywhere I can kind of envision one of this. Just writing, there's just something about writing. I don't even necessarily know what some of these transfers say. Since this is a smaller letter, I cut 2 of them in half. It's the fun of creating. You just, whatever you visualize is perfect. After I get my transfers put on, I'm going back in and I'm going to seal the entire piece with polycrylic. That's going to protect that white paint, especially if somebody wants to end up using this as a plant stand. Makes it easy to wipe off, and it's also going to seal those transfers in. I did the exact same process of cleaning the metal on the taller ladder, along with taking the sander to distress it, and now I'm just picking out what transfers I want to put on this. There's just something about that wording, and as you noticed on the handle part of the larger ladder, I did tape off that wooden part to have that nice wooden accent. So here it is, and I know that it does not look like much to most of you, but Chris could see the beauty within. When you are a tool guy and you have an ultimate respect for tools and the age of tools, he could see what was underneath all this green paint. Now, just because the hardware has paint on it does not mean that it cannot be cleaned off. And there's many different ways you can do this. But for us, just some hot water, some Murphy's oil soap, let it soak, and it usually will come right off. So you can always hope when you sand something all the way down to the natural wood that it's going to be beautiful like what that saw was. But unfortunately, this was not as beautiful as he would have liked it. So still trying to keep in with that grain, he just shows a nice dark brown. Misting it, it's a matte, so he's just misting it, water-based paint with some water just to help keep it nice and smooth and flowing so you don't see brush strokes. and trying to pop the grain through. Like most of your secondhand finds, some of the hardware does not match each other. He had to purchase new because some of it was missing. So that brass just looks amazing next to that brown. So we're using a little bit of the gold leaf rub and buff to cover up that hardware to make it all match. We still would like his green to pop just a little bit more after that natural wax has dried. That is a good barrier for this black wax. If you went on with the black wax, it would change the whole paint color. It wouldn't grab into the grain quite as much as what it is as he's adding it now. Final step is adding a new piece of leather for the handle. And what a God wink moment, I just happened to go to a storage locker sale where they were selling antiques, and I found this old belt that was perfect, not quite the color he needed, so he's just going to go ahead and use some Waverly ink chalk paint, a little bit of wax, and then reattach it as a handle. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and what did you think? I absolutely love ladders. These are the second and third ladder that I've done. It sold really fast when I put it in the booth, and I thought, you know, these are items that you all maybe have living around. You see them out and about at estate sales, garage sales. So, and then you can definitely get your hands on those IOD traditional pot transfers. I'll link Vonda's, the Painted Heirloom store where I purchased mine, or where I got mine. And along with Chris's toolbox, oh my gosh, underneath all that beautiful green paint. And the green paint, we're thinking was probably to protect the guy. That was probably his toolbox. He put green paint on it, protect it from the weather if it got wet. But absolutely gorgeous underneath, and that brown and that black wax. Oh yes. And when he goes to resell it, it actually will leave the saw in there, and he will actually put a few other vintage tools in there. But oh my gosh, it's just absolutely gorgeous. So give me a quick comment down below. Are the ladders something you maybe are considering trying yourself, or do you have one that you could just do as your own home decor? Or did you just enjoy watching today's video? Especially Chris's toolbox isn't something that you always come across, that's for sure. But it is just nice watching somebody restore a piece. So again, thanks for watching, guys, and we will see you next time, and you can see what we're up to.